Hey, what's up guys, Mashine here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. Today we're going to be hopping on in and looking at the latest move that Valve has really made. Now it's about a week-ish old at this point, but it still has a pretty major impact moving forward, and while it might seem like a one-off event, that's really what we're hoping for it to be at this time. Before we hop on into this one though, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Hello buddy, are you tired of your ugly skins? Nothing lost, don't skip the ad. Open skinsmonkey.com, trade your CSGO skins and receive up to $5 bonus for free. What are you waiting for? Don't be a loser and trade on Skins Monkey. Psst, there is also a 25% deposit bonus.
Now the move we're going to be talking about today is Valve and their currency conversion and the way they handled that. Now if you don't know what happened, the Russian ruble has lost a significant amount of its value. It was what my past video was on, and we saw a decrease in a lot of CSGO items. Now this itself is very unfortunate for those who lost money, and I'm going to explain very briefly. On screen is my very low quality drawing, but you're going to get the point. So up top we have the conversion rate. It used to be 108 ruble was 1 USD. That's the old rate. Overnight then, Valve changed that, so it's 152 to 1 USD. Therefore, if we go down to the bottom left, say you listed your item on the Steam market for 1,080 Russian ruble. This is basically the equivalent of 10 USD when you listed it. However, Valve went ahead and updated their exchange rates at night. Therefore, that 1,080 Russian ruble just turned into $7.10 when it's selling on that global market. Therefore, instead of your item selling and you getting back that $10 in USD, you're only going to be getting around $7.10 in USD. Therefore, the buyer is only going to be putting in around 71%-ish of the value here. That leads to about a 30% decrease in the total amount that the buyer is paying, which is very significant considering this is happening on Steam. This is not a real cash transaction where you might expect to see 30% off or something along those lines. This is on Steam. And this lines up very well with what we saw. Over here on the right, we've got the TF2 key, which is pretty much one of the biggest indicators we can use since it is relatively stable. It's the same as CSGO keys in a very similar sense that you used to be able to trade them. Now, CSGO keys, obviously you cannot, but TF2 keys you still can. Therefore, you can still list them on the market and such. So that price went from about $2.20 to $1.60, which is a 72% price retention, which is very similar to the numbers we're seeing over here on the left with that 30% decrease. Now, the very important part is, why do I label this as really bad? Well, this is really bad because people in a area where their currency is losing a lot of their value. We saw it with the Turkish lira. This is an event that I just really grazed over when that was happening, and I think the majority of the community did as well, just because we were looking at Stockholm prices and the discounts they were getting there. However, we didn't look at the opposite side of that, as when their currency was changed, a lot of people lost a pretty decent amount of money there. However, it was just all overshadowed by what was going on at Stockholm, because that affected the majority of the players, where that conversion rate really didn't affect too much after the day of. Therefore, here we can see that this is still a major problem Valve has not really handled. I don't know what I really expect them to do. I think one common courtesy thing is they could go ahead and keep all of their rates in a more stable currency at that time. Say they had someone listed something for 1,080 ruble, instead of listing it on their servers as 1,080 ruble, change it over to USD right before they're going to change these currencies. Therefore, when they change the currencies and now it's 1,080 rubles still, it's going to be changed to 1,520 ruble, because that's the $10 equivalent now. I think that's really a common courtesy thing, and with the amount of coders they have there, I can't imagine this would be a super hard thing to do. It would definitely be more of a common courtesy thing, which I don't really expect to happen. However, it's something that's not too difficult to do, especially when you're looking at a global scale, that Valve has all these different currencies. If they wanted to, they really need to just find a currency that they want to switch every other currency over into and work off that conversion rate, especially when they're going to be messing around with conversion rates like we're seeing here. Now, this event in itself is very bad for the CSGO investing community. We're going to see some lower prices on items that shouldn't really be there, which if you want to buy in at that point might not be the worst thing ever. However, it looks like these cases have a lot of stagnant growth when they most likely do not. It's a one-off thing that really puts a lot of fear, and mostly unnecessary fear, into the CSGO investing area. I don't really think the majority of the world has to worry about their currency losing a significant amount of its value overnight and Valve doing them really dirty like that. However, it's not something that CSGO players really should have to be worried about. I think that it's the common courtesy thing that Valves could do, like I was mentioning earlier, and that could have prevented all of these situations, because we can look at the Turkish lira, it happened there. We can look at the Russian ruble, it happened here. There's a lot of different scenarios where it happens, and Valve just doesn't really care about its player base in that sense. The one thing I want to ask you guys though is, do you think this is fair? Now obviously these people could buy the things in CSGO for an extreme discount. Pretty much the flip side of that is they could potentially have been gaining 30% profit on their items if they went ahead and bought a lot of those capsules you see for 99 cents in the shop. Do you think it's fair that Valve did this to them? Kind of the opposite karma there. That's really all I have for today, guys, though. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.